Welcome here to TalkFCB and welcome back to the channel, guys, for, of course, a news roundup. That is what we need right now because we are snowed under with news, and coming up today, we've got some really good stuff. We have some quality news indeed with the return of Dani Alves. On the agenda, we're going to talk all about that potential return of another Barça legend. We're also going to be talking about Samuel Umtiti and his stunning start to life under Xavi Hernandez in the way he's been training this week. And news on Sergi Roberto. I didn't say it was all good news, but it's all coming up. Let's do it. Because indeed, guys, training once again went ahead this morning. Yes, if you are keeping count, that is the fourth day in a row now that the players have indeed been training. And this today was the final session of the week. Xavi has given the squad the weekend off before training will indeed resume on Monday. And next week is a massive week, isn't it? You know, we got plenty of players that are going to be coming back from international duty throughout the week, getting ready for that first game, the massive game that it is. Barça versus Espanyol next Saturday. And I think right throughout this week, on a big first week that it has here, Xavi coming into the Barca coaching role, and you've been looking at the players who have been in training, those who haven't been away on international duty from the first team, and you've been thinking, this, for you guys, it's a wonderful chance to really snatch it and say, you know what, I can be of use to the new coach. And we have to talk about Samuel Umtiti, because he is one of those players that has stayed behind. He has been out of contention for the whole season, not really been given a look in, not been given an opportunity. And you just wondered here that if he could come in and really impress Xavi, show a lot of hunger, a lot of motivation, and try and recapture something close to what he used to bring to this team, just maybe there might be a way back. And, of course, it is early days. We are still nowhere near that. There's still plenty more that you've got to prove. And, of course, you've got to do it in matches. But from a training point of view, this has been a wonderful week for Samuel Umtiti. Because it's been widely reported within the Spanish media today that the player who has impressed Xavi more than any other during these first 4 days, it's Umtiti. He has been so happy with the level that he's shown, with the motivation that he's shown, and so much so that he's personally congratulated Umtiti on the work that he's been doing so far. And the squad actually applauded Umtiti for the way that he was training. And let's not forget as well, it was only a few weeks ago that Umtiti came out, he did an interview, he actually said, you know what, I'm in the best physical shape of my career. He said, all I need now, I just need opportunities. I need a chance to get back in and show what I can do. And look, right now, we're willing to give anyone a chance. Because with the team, as it has been, not performing, not doing well enough, not showing the highest level that we demand at Barca, let's face it, we're not in any position at all right now to be holding grudges. So I think any player here who comes into the team, who works hard, who impresses Xavi, who shows the quality that we need, they should get their chance. Doesn't matter who it is, I am willing to give anyone that opportunity, and I'm happy so far to see Umtiti motivated, really hungry to get back in this team. It's where he wants to be, and especially looking at our defence, we've said it before, we're not exactly blessed with an abundance of great options. But of course, whilst Xavi may indeed be patting Umtiti on the back and saying, you know what, great sessions, well done to you, I'm very happy with you, what he has also done today is handed out his very first fine as the new Barca coach. As we've said before, fines are back now at the club. Who's got the first? Yep, I'm sorry to say, it's Ousmane Dembélé, who I have to say, it's not exactly a massive rule break here that he's done, but Dembélé today arrived at 8:33 a.m. What time should he have been there? 8:30. He was 3 minutes late, arriving there before today's training session. Now, of course, you could say it's only 3 minutes, you know, it's not exactly crime of the century, but look, late is late. Doesn't matter whether you're 1 minute late, doesn't matter whether you're an hour late. If you're late, you are late. Xavi is not going to mess around. You are going to pick up the fine, and these rules are going to be enforced. And of course, what you'd say to Dembélé is, you know, it is only 3 minutes, maybe in future, try and get up 5 or 10 minutes earlier. Make sure you don't do it again, because this fine, apparently, it's not going to break Dembélé's bank account. Apparently, it's only 100 euros, which for him is literally nothing. But if you do become a repeat offender, if you do continue to break rules, those fines there start to multiply. And not only that, but then I think it is going to start to irritate Xavi. This one here, it's just a rap on the knuckles. It's nothing at all to worry about. But make sure you don't do it again. However, if there is one man out there who could perhaps come in, put a bit of an arm round Dembélé and show him that style, charisma, unpredictability, it doesn't come at a cost of being disciplined and hard-working, that man, it would be Dani Alves, which is who we are discussing next, because we spoke yesterday about the fact that Dani Alves, we know, has offered to return to the club. That's something there that's been on the table for a number of months now. Now, it's always been there, but as of right now, we haven't acted upon it. That's what we were saying yesterday. The option is there, but nothing has quite happened, because apparently, up until now, Ronald Koeman had always said that he didn't want Alves. He had rejected the chance to bring Alves back to the club, but Xavi Hernandez has seen things differently. Because there was absolutely huge breaking news this afternoon, as it was widely reported, first of all it came from Sport, then right across the board, that Xavi has given the green light, he has given his yes to sign Dani Alves, sealing his approval there of the signing, and now passing things over to the board to get the deal done. Xavi wants Alves at the club and he wants him playing. Talks will take place next week between Alves and the club, although I have to say there's expected there to be absolutely no problem in those discussions in terms of finding an agreement. Such is the desire from Alves to come back. He really, really wants this. He's highly motivated, and for that reason he would play for a very, very low salary at the club. He's a free agent, of course, there's no other club involved. It should be a pretty straightforward deal to complete, and like I say, Xavi wants Alves involved in the training sessions at the club as soon as possible. He wants him integrated into this squad as soon as possible, because he believes that Dani Alves can bring experience, can bring wisdom to this squad, and especially there with so many young players in this team, he can bring that winning mentality. He can bring that know-how in the biggest of moments to not only help the team on the pitch, but to help them off it and to help them improve and grow as well too. Because just like we've said about the amazing feel it must be to work under someone like Xavi, just imagine there, sharing a training ground, sharing a field with the legend and the most successful player ever, Dani Alves. However, there's one more topic that we've got to address. Because look, you've got to take the rough with the smooth. You can take all the good news, but you also have to be here. We have to also address Sergi Roberto's contract situation and the reports that came out this morning on this. Because as we know, up until now, negotiations between Sergi Roberto and the club, they've been at a bit of a standstill. Nobody's really been making any sort of progress on that renewal. And as we have spoken about a lot recently, Xavi is going to have the final word on these matters. It is going to be up to him to decide, A, to bring in Alves, B, to keep Sergi Roberto. And according to reliable reports in the media, Xavi today, whilst he's said yes to Alves, he has also said yes to trying to restart those Sergi Roberto negotiations. Now, at this point, what I would say is, number one, these negotiations still will start from scratch. They will start from the very beginning. There is no guarantee that an agreement will be found. The club still won't go over the amount that they want to pay. They will still ask Sergi Roberto to accept a significant wage cut in order to stay at this club. But obviously, it's not really what we wanted. Ideally, this is not the kind of thing that I was hoping to read today. It's a decision that personally I wouldn't have taken. But, like I said about Umtiti, we've got to give Xavi here the benefit of the doubt. We have to give every player an opportunity under different management now. We don't know what Xavi is planning for Roberto. We don't know what kind of role he's going to use him in. He could be renewing him here on a lower salary to play a squad role, to use him there as the versatile player that he is. Let's not jump here too quickly to any conclusions. Let's trust Xavi on this. Let's see how he's going to use Roberto. And like I say anyway, those negotiations, they've got to restart completely from scratch, so there's still no guarantee that he will be renewed. But indeed, guys, that is the very, very latest right now from Barça, from Xavi. There's a lot of moves going on right now. There's a lot of different things happening both on and off the pitch at Barça, and I have to say, the majority of it, it's exciting stuff. You can feel that something right now is happening here. We can really, really be hopeful about what we're building and where we are heading. Please let me know all of your thoughts in the comments down below on everything we have discussed today, and especially on Alves. What are your thoughts there? on that potential return, that could be another stunning moment. I will see you soon, guys. Of course I will, because the news is not gonna stop, and we wouldn't have it any other way. Thank you for watching, and thank you, of course, for your incredible support. But until next time, as always, Visca El Barça!